take me now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm joined again by my buddy Brett. Brett, say hi.
Hello, everybody.
We are here to talk about the new updates to Cardfight Vanguard and the Overdress series. We waited 2 weeks just to have more to talk about, but now we actually have a pretty decent amount. We've got quite a few cards that have been revealed, a couple mechanics to talk about, and some really, really exciting stuff that we're going to throw on the end. First off, just to get out the way, I want to talk about the Overdress anime. We got revealed some more characters. We got Megumi and this new guy. Only thing I know about this guy, I can't even pronounce his name right now, is that he is going to be using Brantgate, and from the look of his cards, they look like Starvaders. So we might actually see Locke come back. Don't quote me on it, but it might be a thing. But now onto the fun stuff. So first off, we're going to talk about Dragon Empire. Dragon Empire has had the most cards revealed so far. They've had their mechanic revealed, which is a mechanic that we thought was going to be for everybody, but apparently it's not. It's just Dragon Empire. And Dragon Empire is probably what I'm going to be playing. I haven't decided 100% yet. I want to see more of what the other nations do. But let's jump into it. So we're going to start off with kind of the order they got released in. The very first card for Dragon Empire that got released was their Overtrigger. And this thing is kind of bonkers. It gives the 100 million power like the rest of them do. And its effect is to restand the Vanguard. Brett, what do you think of that Overtrigger?
Okay, well, first off, I'm mentally picturing it in my head as if you get it and we're playing, and it's the beginning of the game. I'm going to tell you, well, all right, yeah, I'm just going to eat it. I am not dealing with that nonsense. But, I feel it's good, but it has to be very situational.
I mean,
very, very situational.
With your opponent at 5 damage, running low on guard, that gets ridiculous because you need 2 PGs to stop it, and you don't lose drive checks. So it's just Overtrigger scare me, man. The chance of getting them exactly when you need them is really, really low, but still.
Yeah, it's very scary, but it's very situational.
All right. Up next, we've got our fun guy, Grade 0, Trickstar. Trickstar is apparently the heart and soul of the Dragon Empire strategy as of right now. He is a Grade 0, 5,000 power, 5,000 shield, which is interesting because he's a Grade 0 with a 5,000 shield. Grade 0s have always had 10,000 or more. Always. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He does have an effect, though. His effect is Continuous Rearguard Circle. He cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. So that's a booster that can't be retired, can't be locked, can't be stunned. That's actually not bad for a Grade 0.
Remember how, during the Stride era, where people would go after it, an opponent's Forerunner?
Good days. Good times. Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to talk about one Grade 1 now, one Grade 1 at the end. We did get revealed one Grade 1. We got revealed the Perfect Guard for Dragon Empire. This card screams Murakumo. Escort Stealth Dragon Hayashi Kaze. Try saying that 5 times fast. The card looks dope as hell.
Yeah, got some samurai armor.
It's been pointed out a little bit that the wording on it has been altered as far as PGs. Because it used to say when placed, which usually referred to you placing it from your hand to when it is put into the Guardian Circle. So it is possible that they did that on purpose to set up for potential mechanics later in the game where you move it from Rearguard Circle to Guardian Circle and can still activate it, call it off the top of the deck, still activate it, things like that. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I'm always down for defensive mechanics in this game.
Yeah, that's very interesting that they changed the wording on it.
All right. Now our Grade 2. This is the partner Grade 2 to Trickstar. This is the card that actually has the Overdress mechanic. First off, card art's kind of dope. I love the actual outline border for the Overdress unit. This is, I'm going to butcher this name, Vairina? Vairina?
Verina? Marinara? I don't know.
If
But
you guys,
it does look nice, though.
if you guys know how to pronounce that, let me know in the comments. But his effect is he can also not be targeted by your opponent's card effects while in the rearguard circle. But here's the overdress mechanic. Instead of just calling him to rearguard like you normally would, if you call him over Trickstar, he gains overdress, and the Trickstar stays underneath him and becomes the original dress. While he's in the overdress state, he gains a new skill. When he attacks a Vanguard, he gains an additional 10,000 power, and he gains the ability to Soul Blast 2 and retire any of your opponent's rearguards. Just one, but still. That has a very high cost for a retire skill. I mean, I've been playing Vanguard since day one. Soul Blast 2, Soul is just a really hard mechanic to lose out on in anything Dragon Empire.
Yeah.
But it is the first actual retire skill we've seen from the nation, which makes me excited because the whole reason I played Kagero in the first place is because I like being able to apply the pressure while being able to retire my opponent's units without having to waste attacks on them. It was just good stuff.
Good stuff. I didn't like it, but yeah, good stuff.
Now, to go along with the grade 2, we have a grade 3. Another name I'm going to butcher. Chakra Barthi Divine Dragon Nirvana, aka Giant Thunder Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Thunder Chicken's effect is act Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost discard a card from hand. Choose a grade 0 from your drop zone and call it to rearguard. Obviously, the point of this is to get back Trickstar. Trickstar is a grade 0. If it gets if the grade 2 is overdressed and the grade 2 gets killed, Trickstar goes to the drop zone with him. So you want to be able to make sure you can get it back. This lets you turn any card in your hand into Trickstar, so you can then overdress. Because the second effect is when this unit attacks, costs counterblast 1, and this unit and all of your units with overdress gets 10,000 power until end of turn. Now, at first, I thought this card was wildly mediocre. I think it's a lot better now, especially now that the wording's been cleared up. Well, originally, I thought his effect was when he attacked you, counterblast 1, he gains 10k, and all units that are in overdress get 10k. No, they just have to have the overdress ability.
Which is way better when you look at it again.
Because the reason I like it is because overdress is an okay mechanic so far. We haven't seen anything game breaking.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to see Dragon Empire get punished for not being able to do it.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't get Trickstar out, the grade 2 is just a 10k that can't be targeted. Cool. At least with Nirvana, you can still give it an additional 10k and still try to push. But then if you overdress, now you get an additional 10k on top of that.
Yeah. So you're hitting numbers really big and really quick.
Now, I don't want to cover this card, but Brett wants me to, so I'm going to cover it.
It's so good, everybody. It's so good.
The other grade 3 for the start deck was revealed. It's Fire/Dragon Inferno Sword. This thing looks like a combination between a dragon and a unicorn. And its exact effect is continuous rearguard circle. Not even Vanguard rearguard, just rearguard circle. During the battle that this unit attacked, this unit gets power plus 2,000.
10 out of 10, recommend.
Needless to say, that's coming out ASAP. Alright, last card we got revealed for Dragon Empire. The reason I want to talk about it last is because it is that exact situation I was talking about in our last video, where you find a card that's good on Vanguard, but absolutely trash on the rearguard, and thanks to the Ride deck, you can actually get away with running one copy of it. Yeah. So this card's effects. Auto. Well, first off, the name of the card. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is Blaze Maiden Reno. And her effect is when Blaze Maiden Ryu, which is the grade 2, rides this unit, search your deck for up to 1 Trickstar, call it to rearguard, and shuffle your deck. Trickstar the grade 0. Now, right now, Blaze Maiden Ryu doesn't have a skill that's been revealed to us. It's just a vanilla 10k so far. It could have one potentially in the future. But
we don't know yet.
Reno's second effect. Vanguard rearguard. During the battle, this unit attacked. This unit gets plus 2,000 power. I mean, you thought it was good when the grade 3 did it.
I mean, yeah, the great, yeah. It's just, I like seeing those grade 3s that have rear guard only abilities. And it's like, oh, like, have you ever been in those situations, I know I have, where you ride a grade 3 that only has a rear guard skill?
I don't want to think about it. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this card is interesting and bad. For a rear guard, it's terrible. You never want to call it and attack with it because of the fact that it's just a 2,000 power boost. But its first effect, to call out Trickstar from the deck, just for riding, is an automatic +1.
Yeah.
But, and again, because of the ride deck, you can run one copy of this card just to make sure you ride it, make sure you ride Ryu, and bam, you always have your +1 every single game. So, I think that's cool. Is there anything else Dragon Empire I need to cover? I guess they did an actual like showcase of them playing during the live stream. I'm sorry I missed it, but they showed the critical trigger for Dragon Empire, and a lot of people are saying it has a skill because it looks like it has 2 lines of text. I don't know. I didn't see it. Once I find out, I will be sure to let you guys know. I think that's everything.
Now, the question that I always thought when you mentioned that, is every critical trigger going to have a skill?
I don't know. We haven't seen enough.
Like, that makes me... It makes me excited because it's something like...
I mean, we've had effect triggers since the very beginning of Vanguard. Remember, we had Lost in Vegas, Battle Razor. So it's interesting to think about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's it for Dragon Empire. So I'm going to pass it over to Brett, who's going to talk to you guys about Dark States.
All right, so Dark States, I was excited because, well, for one, I was trying to figure out where they were going to go with this, and from the looks of everything, by card art wise, they went with Spike Bros, and it's okay. It's okay. You know, I got excited, and then I saw football players, and I'm like, why? But the more I read what they did, or the cards that were confirmed, it made me go, all right, I'll try it out. The starter that they got is Diablo's Innocent Matt. I've never met an Innocent Matt in my life, but his effect is auto. When a unit rises unit, if your opponent Vanguard is grade 1 or greater, draw a card. So it's good if your opponent goes first. You kind of get like you pretty much meet them hand wise in a way.
No, hold up. That actually puts you ahead. Because didn't they change the rules where first turn player doesn't draw now?
You are right. Ooh, that's actually, wow, that's even better.
That's gross. That's gross.
So, we're gonna see who goes first. Roll. Oh, I won the turn roll. You're going first. So that's actually really good.
I didn't even know your starter got revealed like that. I'm kind of jealous now.
And then the grade 1, I kind of laugh, but I mean, his name is Diablo's Bad Steve. His ability is really kind of cool because it implements a lot of what some, Dark Zone decks did.
Man, just say it. It's a Pale Moon card.
It's a Pale Moon card. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, choose a card from your soul, call it to your back row, center rear circle, so behind the Vanguard, and soul charge 1. So, yeah, pretty much Pale Moon. And then it has a continuous effect, rear guard circle. If you are in Final Rush, which is the new mechanic that was pretty much announced for Dark States, Bad Steve gets a power of 5k. So he goes from 8 to 13. Not bad, right?
We'll cover Final Rush when he gets to the grade 3.
All right. The final, we'll get to the Final Rush aspect when we hit the grade 3 because it all makes sense when we get there. now the grade 2, when I play this, I don't care if I get warnings. I'm gonna call it what I'm gonna call it, but for all intents and purposes, the grade 2 for the deck is Diablo's Anger Richard. And again, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, it's a cost. You put a rear guard into your soul and draw a card. So with the grade 1, you spit out the starter. The grade 2 goes right back in. And again, you draw an additional card, and just like the grade 1, it has a rearguard circle ability. If you are in Final Rush, this unit gains plus 5,000 power, making it a 15k grade 2, which is pretty big. And as I've realized, you notice a trend. You're building up your soul, and you're building up a hand advantage. And then the creme de la creme, who I look at it and I just say, wow, imagine if, like, Gronkowski became a Vanguard unit. It would be this guy. Just a big, swole, B-looking guy. None other than Diablos Violence Bruce. Vanguard Circle. At the start of your ride phase, you Final Rush. Which, Final Rush is pretty much the mechanic for Dark States. And what it does is whenever a Vanguard's Final Rush is declared, the master of that unit becomes Final Rush state and remains that way until the end of turn. While Final Rush has no abilities by itself, it is intended used to fulfill certain effects, which once the Final Rush is pretty much acquired, at any given moment, that player remains in it after their Vanguard changes. So once you hit Final Rush, that's it. You're in Final Rush, period.
Let me stop you real quick. For anybody that doesn't know, the master in this game is referring to the player.
Yeah.
Final Rush doesn't affect your units, it affects the player himself. He becomes the one in Final Rush.
Yeah. So once you hit Final Rush, or in my situation, once I hit Final Rush, I'm, pedals to the floor, all my effects go off. So what Violence Bruce does when you are in Final Rush, when this unit attacks, if you are in Final Rush, cost Soul Blast 5. Now you're thinking, wow, Soul Blast 5, that's like hefty cost. But remember what I said. You're pretty much replacing your soul, and you're drawing a lot. So by the time you hit second grade 3 ride, boom, you're fine.
We did the math,
Yeah, we did the math.
You've got your
But what it does, though, are you ready for this? You have a restanding Vanguard. That's cool.
That's only if I get the over trigger.
No, yeah, that's if you get the over trigger. I get to stand all of my rear guards for Soul Blast 5. So it's almost as if we're dealing with Shahara, but not Shahara. It's great.
I mean, we've already got front triggers confirmed. That makes that effect stronger. The Persona Ride mechanic makes that effect stronger. The big thing I like about it is the fact that you can gain Final Rush even if you have nothing else to do. Even if you don't have the Soul Blast use a skill, all your rear guards that gain power boost because you're in Final Rush will still gain their power boost. So it's like you get rewarded for playing the game, but if you can do these additional things, you just, hit your opponent that much harder. Is that all the cards?
The last card that I managed to get, unlike this guy, Dark State's got an order, and the order is Brother's Soul.
Hold on one second.
All right.
That's part of the next topic we're talking about. Orders are still a thing, apparently.
Yes.
We had no idea until we saw the next thing we were going to talk about. But he can go ahead and talk about his order now.
Okay. So my order, it does very simple stuff. All you do is soul charge 2 cards. The artwork looks nice, though.
Honestly,
it looks like he's about to, Kamehameha a ball into somebody's face. That's really cool.
Remember, the orders we got were all trash. The only
good
was the Messiah one.
I don't like them.
Anyway, last thing we're going to talk about, guys, the thing that made me super excited for the coming of Overdress is that we got the card lists for all the trial decks. Now, we didn't get the effects, but just looking at what's coming in the trial decks already makes me excited. So, every trial deck is coming with 4 PGs, a full set of grade 1s, 2s, and 3s, 16 triggers, 4, I think they all came 4 crit. No, it was, how they do it? It's what? Is it 3 crit or 3 front?
3 front, 4 draw, 4 heal, and 4 crit.
And then 1 over trigger for all of them.
Yep. Which is really cool.
And then every single deck came with its own order card. which we had no idea that was coming.
Nope.
They all
And from the looks of it, every deck got a certain amount. Like for example, the Dark States one got 3. The Stoatia one gets 2. The Brantgate gets 2. And I don't know what the Dragon Empire gets for quantity. Whether if it's 2, 3, 4.
We're getting 2, and then Keter Sanctuary is getting 4. I think they're all grade 2s, so you have to be at least grade 2 to use them. But the fact is, they actually stuck with orders. I thought they were going to throw them out. Also, they changed the crit symbol when you look up the deck lists, which is kind of weird. Instead of showing the says critical like all the rest of the triggers, or it says what kind of trigger it is, it just shows a star. So I don't know what that's about.
Maybe.
As far as the critical triggers and possibly having effects, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they limited critical triggers. If the effect was you can only use this many in a deck. You know what I mean? Because critical triggers honestly are like the most painful thing about Cardfight Vanguard. Nothing sucks more than taking a hit at 3 and getting double crit for game.
Yeah, that does suck. I've had many situations where that's happened to me also.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Well,
I think we covered everything.
Since we've covered everything for what, our, I guess you could say our main would be, I kind of have realized that, with all the clans becoming a nation, you have to think, okay, are they going to implement a little bit of everything from every clan into one entity? I mean, so far you got the retirement aspect, and you get the restanding aspect, which was something that Kagero did also. I got the soul charging aspect, pretty much the pale moon aspect, if you will.
Calling from Soul,
Yep.
The beatdown from Spike Brothers,
the
big.
The only thing that Dark States didn't really get is anything, or at least I noticed something along the lines of Gears. I mean, I've never played with Gears. I've never dabbled with Gears. I just played against it so many damn times because everybody and their mother was playing it at one point.
I mean, Gears has changed its playstyle so many times, so it's kind of hard. Like in G, they were a very rear guard focused deck where they would use time loop to get multiple attacks, and then in V era, they were all about riding a grade 4 from the deck to get a big ass dude with a bunch of effects on him. So that's kind of hard to just throw into the nation with the rest of them. But who knows? This is just the trial deck stuff. Who knows what we'll see in set 1?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward for set 1.
Next week, apparently they're revealing both Stoacia's cards and Mechanic and Keter Sanctuaries. We are not going to do it. We probably won't do a video next week. We'll probably wait till the week after, because the week after is supposed to be when they release Brantgate 2. And then we can talk about all 3 at once. Brantgate is the one everybody's waiting for. So
Bondage waifu.
Of course, they would save it for last. Honestly, I thought they were going to save Dark States for later. So we were excited to see it shown so early. Any final thoughts?
Well, considering that, Brantgate, and from the looks of the anime, the guy that's using what looks like Starvader, it also makes a lot of people both excited, but at the same time go, if they bring back Walk, I don't know what to do. But the people that have mained, Link Joker for a long time, even during the Starvader era and, Chaos Breaker stuff, a lot of people are probably like, ooh, please bring back Lock. Please bring back Lock. And other people are like, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I want to have a good time, not a bad time.
I mean, I'm kind of mixed about it because, we already have units that can't be targeted. So that already beats out Lock. But if they make it high costed enough, where it's a high enough risk to use, it could balance out. with what you already have just for Dark States, you can still do a lot of damage losing one rear guard column.
That is true.
You're still getting 3 attacks. They're still getting all those power boosts. It's just like, but then again, it also has the potential to be power crept out of control.
Yeah, that's also true as well.
Anyway, guys, that's it from us. If you guys have any ideas of what you think we'll see in the future of Overdress, let us know in the comments. We would love to interact with you guys some more. Brett, thanks for coming and hanging out.
No problem, man.
But that's it from us, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning.